Hello everyone, welcome to my episode. Today, we're gonna talk about oolong tea, and let's appreciate the famous oolong tea. Did you drink oolong tea, and which oolong tea is your favorite? Oolong tea is a semi-fermented tea combining the best qualities of green tea and black tea. Oolong tea is not only as clear and fragrant as green tea, but also as refreshing and strong as black tea. Its natural aroma would linger in your mouth and make your throat much comfortable. Oolong tea has different styles because of different producing areas and tree species. Generally speaking, the quality characteristics of oolong tea are between black tea and green tea. Its appearance is strong, its color is blue and green, its endoplasmic aroma is fragrant. Its soup is clean and yellow, taste it mellow and fresh, and its leaf bottom is green and red. Let's see the types of oolong tea. Classification by origin. 安溪铁观音, whose oolong tea is popular all over the country, is a representative of 闽南 oolong. 武夷 leaf tea is the most important oolong tea in North Fujian. 广东 oolong tea is famous for a single cluster. The most famous is 凤凰 single cluster. Taiwan oolong tea was introduced into Taiwan from Fujian in the Qing dynasty. It can be divided into two types. One is 包种 tea. The other is Taiwan oolong tea. 白毫 oolong and Dongding oolong are famous all over the world. Of course, there are 金萱, 翠玉, and other varieties. Most of the others can be called Taiwan Gaoshan oolong tea. According to shape, the appearance of oolong tea merely has strip shape, particle shape, and other special shapes. According to the degree of fermentation, oolong tea can be divided into mild fermented tea about 10% to 25%, moderate fermented tea about 25% to 50%, and sour fermented tea about 50% to 70%. 铁观音 is the representative of 闽南 oolong tea. Its origin is Anxi County, Quanzhou City, Fujian Province. Its production process, like Anxi 铁观音 production process, the finished product can only be made through 14 processes: picking, spreading, drying, cooling, making, shaking and spreading, frying, rolling, initial baked, rebaked, package and leading, distinguishing, redrying, spreading and cooling, stock picking and packaging. The quality characteristics: curly, heavy and even, sand green color, overall shape like dragonfly head, frog legs. After brewing, the color of the soup is golden yellow, like amber, with natural fragrance of orchid. The story of 铁观音 and the end of Tang Dynasty, the beginning of Song Dynasty. An eminent monk with the surname Pei, he made his own tea and taught the villagers. The villagers called it 神书. In the 6th year of Yuanfeng, there was a severe drought in Anxi, So we invited Master Puzu to pray for rain and fruit. The villager left Master Puzu in Qingshuiyan. He built a temple and built roads to benefit the villager. When he heard about holy tea, he went to Shenquanyan, not far away, to ask the villagers for advice on planting and making tea, and transplanted holy trees. One day, Master Puzu, founder of Qingshui, went to the holy tree to pick tea after bathing and dressing. He found that there was a beautiful red bud of genuine Phonix tea. Soon after, a mountain Chan came to eat tea. Seeing this sign, he said, "Heaven and the earth make things. Really, holy tree." Father Qingshui went back to the temple to make tea and made tea in the holy spring. He thought the holy bird, the holy beast, and the monks share the holy tea, and heaven is holy. Since then, Tianshen tea has become his holy precipitation for the villagers. Wang Sirang asked for leave to visit relatives and friends in his hometown, and found this tea at the foot of Nanyan Mountain. In the 6th year of Qianlong regime, Wang Shirang was called to the capital to meet the minister of rights Fang Bao and give him tea. After Fang Bao tasted tea, he felt it was a treasure in the tea. So he offered to Qianlong. Qianlong summoned Wang Shirang to ask where the tea came from. Wang elaborated on the origin of tea. Qianlong saw tea look like Guanyin, and its face was as heavy as Zhou, so it was named Tie Guanyin. Wuyi cliff tea, made in Wuyin Mount. Production process: fresh leaves weather, do green rolling, baking, and other 10 processes. The appropriate weathering of fresh leaves is the basis for formation of aroma and taste. When the cliff tea is green, it will be heated by charcoal fire to increase oxidation rate of tea polyphenols. And pay more attention to the tail rime. Baking fire is the characteristics and the key of Wuyi cliff tea. The characteristic shape, like cylinder. The common colors are saddlewood, lustrous, and so on. The aroma is rich, and the levels are changeable. Cinnamon has high fragrance under sunshine. Wuyi cliff tea has attracted wide attention in recent years, especially Dahongpao, Narcissus, cinnamon, and other varieties. The legend of Dahongpao's origin is particularly interesting. In 3085, in the 80th year of Hongwu in the Ming Dynasty, he went to capital for an examination. When he passed by Wuyi Shan, he fell ill on the road. Fortunately, the abbot of Tianxin Temple saw him and made him a bowl of tea. He was cured. Later, the scholar won the first prize. One spring day, the scholar came to Wuyi Shan to seek him. Accompanied by the abbot, he hugged him. When he arrived at Zhoulongke, he saw 3 tall trees growing on the cliff, with luxury branches and leaves, and a cluster of tender buds, shining purplish red in the sun, which was really lovely. The #1 scholar asked to collect make a box to pay tribute to the emperor. The emperor was so happy that he gave red cloak to the #1 scholar and asked him to go to Wuyishan for reward on his behalf. From then on, 大红袍 became a tribute tea every year. 凤凰单丛 潮汕广东 province. Production process: fresh leaves, sun drying, air drying, making, killing green, rolling, drying. Picking is a premise, sun drying is a foundation, making green is an improvement, killing green is the key, baking is the setting. Phonix tea, which is 凤凰单丛, make technology, has been handed down from generation to generation. The quality characteristics of 凤凰单丛 tea is characterized by flowery fragrance. Its shape is tight and straight, and its color is yellowish brown or dark brown. Its soup color is golden or orange. Clear and bright, it has a unique natural flowery flavor. Taste is mellow, with mountain called 丛韵, and is resistant to brewing. Its leaf bottom is soft, light, yellow or green yellow, and its red edge is bright. Because aroma is biggest characteristics, so according to the different aroma, the single cluster tea is subdivided. In the common classification, it divided into 10 flavor types. There are teak fragrance, sage fragrance, magnolia fragrance, holly orchid fragrance, almond fragrance, ginger fragrance, cinnamon fragrance, osmanthus fragrance, light jasmine fragrance. Today, we learned about the tea suitable for brewing in proper clay pot. Taking oolong tea as an example, we learned about the famous oolong tea. Have you ever drunk oolong tea? Which aroma of oolong tea do you think is your favorite?